this is my project. My project is about my favorite story. This is Pride and Prejudice. It's a book but was adapted into a movie. Pride and Prejudice is about one English family made up for the father who is patriarch of the family, the mother who wants all her daughters to marry with monuments, and five daughters: Rosalie, Elizabeth, Mary, Lydia, and Kitty. All daughters had different. The older sister, Rose, was very shyly. She was also the prettiest of all sisters, Elizabeth, who is the second daughter of the marriage. This is my favorite character too because she's very intellectual and powered for the time. The third daughter was intellectual, and the two youngest one were very immature and flirtatious. One day arrived in One day they arrived in town. Mr. Bingley, Miss Bingley, and Mr. Darcy. All girls wanted to meet them because they were very rich, but he interested in Rose, while Mr. Darcy too interested in Elizabeth, but his pride didn't let him ask her to dance, and behaved in a rude manner with she. Mr. Bingley decided to celebrate to party to see Rose again. He invite all sisters Bennet when it was the day of the party. All was beautifully perfect, and all sister Bennet was prettiest. At the party, Mr. Darcy invite Elizabeth to dance, and she accepted. When they danced, they felt a connection, but it was interrupted for Mr. Collins. He was cousin of the Bennet sisters. The next day, Rose received one letter from Mr. Bingley. The letter stating that he traveled to London and maybe not return. Rose became very sad and decided to travel to London to foresee him. When Rose returned, the Bennet father decided send Lydia to military camp, and Lizzie decided traveled with her aunt and uncle to countryside. In middle of travel, they decide visit the Mr. Darcy house. But when they meet, he invites Lizzie meets her sister. At night, a letter arrived with bad news. Her sister Lydia has escaped with a military, the Mr. Wickham. He demands to be paid for Mary Lydia, and Mr. Darcy was the one who paid. This act made Lizzie realize that she was in love with Mr. Darcy, and she declared her love to Mr. Darcy, and they decided to get married. Thank you.